Hi, I'm Katherine McNamara, and you're watching Perez TV.
Can I even do this without you?
You just did. You're a Shadowhunter now.
So ShadowHunters is based on Cassandra Clare's book series, The Mortal Instruments, which takes place in modern-day New York, but in a world where there's this other plane that exists called the Shadow World, in which all the legends are true. So every story, every creature, everything that goes bump in the night exists, just on a plane that humans, which we call mundanes, can't see. And I play Clary Frey, who at the start of the story is having her 18th birthday. She's an art student in Brooklyn, has her whole life ahead of her, and then within the first probably 10-15 minutes of the episode, everything she knows, everything she loves comes crashing down around her. Her mother's kidnapped, she's pulled into this shadow world, and she finds out that she is a shadow hunter, which is a half angel, half human being whose sole purpose is to fight demons. So we have everything on our show, from vampires to werewolves to angels to demons to Seelies to warlocks and everything in between. What I love about Clary is the humanity of her character. You know, she has this blend of strength and vulnerability that kind of ebbs and flows throughout the season, and she's a very smart, strong female character, but she's flawed. She's very human. She's forced into this world and she has to adjust very quickly. And through that, she ends up making a lot of choices and making mistakes without thinking about the consequences. And a lot of the sacrifices she makes are not necessarily hers to make. So she has to, as the season continues, she has to deal with the consequences of her actions and kind of figure out how to navigate this world. There were quite a few female heroines that I've looked up to in figuring out who Clary is and what qualities to bring to her on screen. Jessica Jones is one of my favorite shows, and I think her sort of badass nature is very prevalent in Clary. Jennifer Lawrence in The Hunger Games, obviously. There's been a lot very recently that have come out that I think it's a very exciting time to be a young woman in television. I can't answer this question. I cannot choose between Simon and Jace. I don't know who I would choose, to be quite honest. I've thought a lot about this, obviously. And, just because I love Dom and Alberto so much, I have to be Switzerland in this. I can't answer that question. But that's something I love about the show, is that even Clary can't really choose between Simon and Jace, because they each represent a different part of who she is and a different part of herself. Jace represents the Shadowhunter side and really pushes her and challenges her and helps her navigate through this new world. But Simon has known her whole life, and Simon knows her better than she knows herself, and he represents her humanity and helps keep her grounded and keep her sane throughout all of this insanity that happens. There are a lot of episodes that it only builds from here. I mean, really, each episode takes on a life of its own, and it only keeps building from here. I know it's a long way off, but episode 12 is one of my favorite episodes. It's something really special for a lot of the people involved in the show, from the writers to us to the characters themselves, and I think it's going to be something very, very important.